Hello. Hi, good evening, everyone. So, welcome to the very first Master English live session. Okay. Hello, hi. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Abu Isha. Welcome to the very first Master English live session. Okay, today we'll be discussing our paper 2 of English PSLE. Okay, so while waiting for more viewers to come in, why don't you help me to, share the live with your friends, with your family members, because you are going to play Kahoot games. Okay, maybe all of them can be your rivals. And if I'm not mistaken, the winner will receive a voucher from Popular. Okay, now let's wait for another 2 minutes before I start the Kahoot game. Hello, thank you for joining in. So this is a Master English first live session. Okay, we'll be discussing past year PSLE papers. Okay, but for today, for the first session, we will be discussing about paper 2. Okay, the component are grammar MCQ, vocabulary MCQ together with synthesis and transformation. Okay, so another 1 more minute before I start the Kahoot game. Okay, and you still have the time to share this live with your friends and family members. Okay, and do tap the screen to expand the coverage of this live. Hello, thank you so much for joining in. All right. So we have around 15 viewers here. I think I'm going to start the Kahoot game. Okay. So what you need to do first is get ready to join. So you'll be given a pin. You just type in the kahoot.it and then type in the pin. Okay, it's 714850. Okay, 714850. Let's get around maybe like 30 participants to make it like more competitive and interactive. Also, if you don't agree with the answers or you need more explanation, you can always type in your comments, type in your questions in the comments. Okay. All right, keep it coming. We have 5 participants for now. I'm going to open maybe until 6:15. Okay. Just type www.kahoot.it and then enter the pin 714850. So since this is PSLE English live, let me just ask you, which part of English paper do you find challenging? Like, is it the components or the papers? You know, we have 4 papers, right? Paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, and paper 4. So if you mention paper 4, I want to know which components. Is it comprehension close? Oh, by the way, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Coach Iza. Okay. Oh, Nur Hafiza mentioned closed passage. I believe it's the comprehension close, right? Where you need to like figure out or find the answer by yourself because the answers are not given. Sorry, my name is Coach Iza Zubair. Yes, comprehension open-ended. Okay, how to tackle comprehension open-ended? Of course, as cliche as it may sound, comprehension open-ended, you have to understand the passage. You have to understand the text. Okay, and you have to read the questions carefully because sometimes the questions mentioned in paragraph 2 or in line 23 to 25. So you need to look for the answer at the exact lines or paragraphs. Okay, we have 11 participants so far. And you still have, I'm so sorry, I'm very bad at math. I think we have like another 6 to 7 more minutes before I, start the game. Hello, Panda Bao. Hi, Coach Iza. Yes, I do. I teach at Master English. Okay. What's the code? Can't see. So it's 714850. Okay. 714850. So if you see like my eyes are not in front of the laptop, it's because I take a look at the comments from my phone. Okay. Okay, keep it coming, guys. Share the live with your friends. Okay, while waiting for your dinner. Okay. Right, so let's make it to 6:15. Okay, like I mentioned just now, I want it to be like 30 participants. Okay. Come on, keep it coming. What's challenging about English? For me, I think the most challenging part is writing because it takes a lot of time. It can be time consuming, and if I do not understand or I cannot relate the pictures to the title or the topic, it can be, quite demotivating. Yeah. But I like editing and spelling for grammar. I think that's the bonus section for PSLE. You can get it like all correct. Less participants, easier for me. Easier for you to win, right? Okay, what else? What else do you find challenging for English? Oh, by the way, don't forget to follow Master English TikTok account because from next week onward, we will be doing our live session same day, same time at the TikTok account. Of course, the prize is a voucher if I'm not mistaken. Later at the end of the session, I'll show you the QR code where the winner will need to scan and then fill in the form. You don't like editing, why? Irzin. I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. Is it because it can be confusing because you're not sure whether it's grammatical error or, spelling error? But for editing, one tips from me is if the spelling error has like ed or ing behind it, you must follow. Okay, if the spelling, for example, like bought is irregular verb, for example crushed, crushed, right, but it spells like in different alphabets, you have to make sure that you write ed as well in your answer. Yes, I am. You're gonna win for sure. Okay, let's hope for the best. What else? I find it like, pretty interesting when somebody don't like editing. I think maybe because it's too easy or maybe you get overconfident with it. Also, what about comprehension, visual text? We have another 4 more minutes, okay? Hahaha. Are you taking PSLE this year? How's your oral? How's everybody's, reading passage component as well as stimulus-based conversation component? You're going to be sitting for your oral in August, right? English easy lah compared to maths and science. Wow, so confident. Okay, let's see, Zubair, whether you get all correct or not for the questions. Zubay can teach me. You can be Coach Zubay. Another 3 more minutes. We have 16 participants. Maybe we can make it to 20? Wow, that's good. 97% WA oral. Good job. Okay, because right now the latest PSLE reading passage is quite important, right? So you have to know your purpose of the text, you have to know your audience, your context together with the tone. And then for stimulus-based conversation, question 1 is always about the picture. Okay, and then second one maybe about opinion, and then third one is experience. Okay, Monggo Ma. Okay, 15. Another 2 more minutes. Please help me to get at least 20 participants. I wish I could join. How come, Nusi? Do you have can you just go to kahoot.it, okay, and then type in the pin. It's 714850. Okay, it's 714850. Right? Another 2 more minutes. I think 1.5 minutes. Hello, Bibi Yahoo. Come, Bibi Yahoo, join the game. I'm just eating dinner. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. While waiting for your dinner, while eating, it's just like a normal one. Like who mentioned just now, English is much easier than maths and science. Thank you so much, Bibi, for sharing the live. How are we gonna type S and T? No, I've already given you like MCQ, the S and T. For next week, maybe I'll ask you to type the answer, but I think for now, I'll be doing editing and spelling for next week. It should be quite interesting to see how you spell some words, whether it's grammatical error or it's a spelling error. I'm hoping to end at 7, but let's just hope that we can finish everything. For now, I have 15 questions. Okay? Alright, so it's already 6:15 and we have 17 participants. Okay. Now, let's get started. Okay, and let's see how competitive you are. Okay. I'll press start now. So like I mentioned, what happened? So it's about the grammar MCQ, vocabulary MCQ, and synthesis and transformation. So before we start, I would like to know, how are you feeling right now? So you have another 37 seconds to answer. So do type your answers so I can read it. Okay, another one more answer, I believe. Wait, hold on. How come I cannot see your answer? Are the participants more than 19? If I click skip, I think it will end and I cannot. Okay. So feeling great. Boring? I don't know. Fine. Starving. Same. Stress. Oh my god. PSLE. This. Sick. Okay. Speedy recovery. Elated and terrified. So 2 different things. Feeling okay, alright. Okay, that's good. So let's just hope that these games will help you feel better. Okay? So like I mentioned, I'll provide you 5 grammar MCQ and then 5 vocabulary MCQ, and last but not least, 5 synthesis and transformation questions. Okay? So, I've already put it in here. So it's a big test today. Let's just take this as like a pop quiz, okay, for you. All right. We are going to start Now, question number 1. This is MCQ question, grammar question. Read the questions carefully. Can you see? Sorry. You say, I feel better, but I feel stressed. We just started the quiz. I'm sure by the end of it, you will feel better. Come on, another 3 more seconds. Yes, the answer is owing to who answered resulting from. Okay, I know this can be tricky, okay? Why? Let's see the, scoreboard. Unique origin is top 1. Okay, congratulations. Okay, now, let's see the explanation. So, number 1, his illness, Ikmal could not attend his friend's farewell party. Okay, why the answer is number 1 is because owing to means because of. Okay, when you mention resulting of is the direct or indirect consequences. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry because from my end, the screen is okay. But my colleague mentioned that it is zoomed in. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. How do I'm not a very techie person, so bear with me. I'm so sorry. Okay, thank you so much for the help. All right, so let's move on to the second question. Erica made some chocolate chip cookies for her nieces and a cup of tea for... This is a reflexive pronoun question. Oh, I'm so sorry, 1 in a million. The yellow and red words have been cut off, sorry. Yes, correct. Okay, why herself? Unique urchin, still standing strong. So, Erica, okay, Erica, the reflexive pronouns of Erica is herself, okay, not themselves. This can be a tricky question as well. So, that's why some of you answered themselves, okay, because the subject here is Erica. All right, next question, question number 3. To did you give the green file? Was it to Mr. Latif? So for grammar questions, since it is much easier compared to the rest of the components, so I'm giving you just like 30 seconds to think. Okay, 2 more seconds. Yes, to whom did you give the green file? Was it to Mr. Latif? Okay, why? Who is incorrect? Wow, unique urchin is still standing strong. Okay, to whom? Because it is referring to the person receiving the file or the objects. Okay, so in this question, we have 2 objects. The green file together with Mr. Latif. Okay, now, yeah, Zubir, are you the unicorn? So number 4, Helena likes drawing cartoons. Blank she, so this is a question tag. So you have to remember, if the statement is positive, then the question tag should be negative. Okay, so it's the other way around. So if the statement is negative, the question tag should be positive. Okay, yes, correct. The majority of you answered correctly. Does not. Okay, why? Of course, you see, Helena. Okay, wait, let me give you the explanation. Unique urchin. Now, I'm curious. Who is this unique urchin? And even creative scorpion? Now, this is the explanation. Like I mentioned, this is a question tag, right? So, Helena likes drawing cartoons, okay, is a positive statement. And the statement is in present tense. So, the tag should be in present tense as well, okay? Why number one is not the answer is because of the verb likes, okay? You have to remember if the sentence has is plus ing, the verb, okay, then only you can use the is not. Okay? Yes, of course. May I check if you will be doing a guide on how to do better for comprehension close? Yes, of course. Maybe I can take into consideration for next week's lesson. Okay? Now, let's move to the last grammar MCQ. So read the questions carefully. This one can be confusing as well. Okay? Read the contextual clues as well. Contextual clues are the clues that can help you to find the right answer. Okay, boxes over there. Yes, okay, boxes over there. So who answered these boxes? Boxes means more than one. So it's plural. So automatically these and that are wrong. Okay, why? Unique origin. Now please reveal yourself. Oh, what happened? I don't have the explanation. Okay, let me just explain it since I think I forgot to put the explanation here. So why those is the answer is because over there. So those refers to something that is far away from the speaker. Okay, this is something that is like quite near to the speaker. Like I have my tumbler here with me. Okay, so this tumbler, okay, not those or that. All right, now let's move on to your vocabulary MCQ. Okay, time to open your dictionary, but I strongly suggest you not to because this is a pop quiz. Okay, so what is the difference between that and those? Okay, that is for singular, okay, something that is near to the speaker but singular, only one thing. Okay, those is meant for plural. Okay, now let's move on to the vocabulary MCQ. Now, question number 1. Game is paused? Yeah. Okay, number 1. Despite the attempts to work together, the deal between the two colleagues... So this is a phrasal verb question. Is it fell off, fell over, fell under, or fell through? Yes, the answer is fell through, okay, not fell off, but I can see why your answer is fell off because they are quite the same with some differences. Okay, so Funny Jaguar is the top 4. Wait, hold on. Now, fell off and fell through. You see, fell off is something drops from a higher position, like a book dropping from a shelf, for example. But fell through means fail or did not happen. Okay, and of course, fell over and fell under is like not related to this question. Okay, now moving on to question number 2. If you get what by a bee, it will hurt a lot. Yes, good job. Not bitten. Bitten is for like something like mosquitoes, like cat, dogs, okay? But for bee, of course, bee stings, okay? So, in this sentence, if you get stung by a bee, okay? Fun fact about me, I got stung by a bee thrice. Okay, and I'm only like what? 19. Okay. Alright, now Creative Scorpion is being competitive towards Unique Urchin. Now, question number 2. Oh, sorry, okay, I've already explained this. Now, moving on towards question number 3. The burglar into the dark room. He was trying to... Oh, sorry. Okay, let's just ignore the second sentence. Yes. Okay, the burglar sneaked into the dark room. The answer is blue, guys. Okay. So, only like a couple of points here. Unique urchin and creative scorpion. So, unique urchin, you must be, like faster in answering the question. Okay, of course, burglar. Who is a burglar? A burglar is a person who illegally enters a building to commit crime. Okay, and he was trying to make as little noise as possible. Of course, a burglar, when you want to commit crime, you have to move or walk slowly to avoid attention. While stroll around or amble is more like, you walk leisurely. Okay? Now, moving on to the next question. I believe this is the fourth question. The clinched an Olympic gold medal. This is a bonus question. There's only one person who will score or secure Olympic gold medal. If anyone got it wrong, I just think that you simply accidentally click on the wrong color. Yellow guy. It's not science. Who answered scientist? Zubir, it must be you. Okay, unique urchin. Oh, it's just like a couple more points. Come on, unique urchin. I'm rooting for you. And even creative scorpion. Let's see. Number 4. Oh yeah, like I mentioned, Olympic gold medal, of course, it goes to the athlete. Okay? Now, the last question for vocabulary MCQ. Mr. Azmal looks forward to the National Day celebrations which are held in August. So, August is the clue. You should get it right. Is it daily? Who answered fortnightly? So, fortnightly is actually like every 2 weeks. Okay? This is the explanation. Okay. So what? I think around what? 40 points? Okay, I'm just embarrassing myself. Okay, National Day, which is happening in August. Okay, so it's an annually event. Alright. Now, we come to the last section of this live session. Okay, it's gonna be 5 synthesis and transformation questions. Okay, so this time I think I'm giving you like a minute for you to think of the answer. I've already given you the answer. There are 4 answers. Okay, you just have to read them carefully. Okay, because for synthesis and transformation, I know it can be like quite confusing, because you have to change like from verb to nouns, and then you have to add the ing, and then you have to make sure you cannot repeat the same verb, you cannot repeat the same name. Okay, how old are you? I'm 19. Can I pass as a 19 years old? Okay, so are you ready to get started with the S&T questions? Please comment yes if you cannot wait to answer these 5 synthesis and transformation questions. I ain't gonna be happy on National Day. Why? You get public holiday, what? Okay. PSL. Yes. Yes, I forgot. But it's only oral. Okay? You have been like practicing English what? From birth. So, it's alright. Okay, before we start the synthesis and transformation, maybe I can give you some tips for your oral. Okay, for your reading passage, of course, like I mentioned just now, you have to know your PAC, what is your PACT, your purpose when you read. What is the purpose of the news article? What is the purpose of the speech? Or what is the purpose of the narrative or passage? And then you have to know the audience. Is it for the students? Is it for the parents? For the teachers? Or for your friends? And the context. What's happening there? Is it about bullying? environmental awareness. What else? And then for the tone, for the speech, maybe did you guys start? No, haven't. I haven't started. I am only giving you the oral tips right now. Okay, so you have to know your tone. Is it going to be a friendly, informative, encouraging tone? Okay, so you have to make sure of that. Make sure you read at a steady pace, okay? No one is chasing after you, okay? When you see a comma, a full stop, you should take a pause, take a deep breath, okay? I don't like English. My teacher is so strict. I got 7.5 out of 25 for booklet B. How come? For booklet B, we have like so many components, right? So sad. Maybe you can take a look at it again and then you can discuss with your teacher, okay? Especially for the editing, spelling for grammar part. Okay, of course you got it right. And for the visual text comprehension, you just have to look at the text 1 and text 2, okay? Because now for the visual text comprehension, we have only 5 questions, right? But before, I think the last time was 2024, we have 8 questions. So you have to like think more because of the 8 questions. My mom gonna scold me. Oh no, that's too bad. But it's okay. You still have the time. You can still practice. Okay, if you feel like you are weak at certain components, you can do more practices. Okay, I did my oral last month. It was very difficult because I got the topic like an artificial intelligence. Okay, one thing that I can help you with, if you're not familiar with the topic, okay, or if you're going to agree or disagree with the questions, always talk or share about your experience or your memories about it. If you don't have it, maybe you can think of, like, you can imagine what will happen if you encounter that. Okay, you can use the peel method. Okay, first you mention the point, okay, which is related to the question, and then you give the elaboration, and then you give your example or experience, and when you want to close your your points, you link it back to the question. Are you going to do math or science? Okay, I'm an English teacher, but we do have live session for maths and science. Okay? All right. So I think I've already babbling a lot. Oh, sorry. I forgot to mention about the oral tips. Okay? For reading, be it for reading passage as well as stimulus-based conversation. If you're not confident with your speaking or with your vocabulary, of course you have to read a lot. You have to, use more synonyms, and you can always ask your friends to help you. You can, if you have your phones with you right now, of course, right? You can audio record yourself reading, and then you can listen to it again, and then you observe if you have like wrong pronunciation or whether your reading is in a fast pace. Okay, you can always practice and observe based on the audio. Okay, if not, you can always talk in front of the mirror. Okay, all right. So it's already 6:36. I am going to start with our final section. Okay, so don't panic. Right, so let me get started with question number 1. So, Alia resembles her mother more closely than her father. I got to go. Oh no. Okay, see you the same time, the same day. Okay, bye Nusi. Thank you so much for joining. Read the answers carefully. Because they're like just a split of second, is just like everything is close together. Do check out our Instagram to know more about other live sessions, okay, for maths and science. Okay, so Alia resembles her mother more closely than her father. Okay, So, who answered not number 2, but blue. Alia has a closer resemblance to her father. You see? So, this one is, I'm just going to take it like you accidentally click the wrong color. Okay? Wow, unique urchin, still standing strong. I'm impressed. Okay, so for these synthesis and transformation questions, of course, you have to change the verb, the resembles, to noun. Okay, so Alia has a closer resemblance. Okay, so you just copy her mother and her father. To her mother, then to her father. Okay, now moving on to question number 2. Hakim stayed behind to help clear the mess. He did not create it. Thank you so much, Hafiza. See you next week. Wow, you guys are so fast. And I'm giving you like 1 minute for this synthesis question. Okay, so 5 of you answered choose red color. Although Hakim did not create the mess, he stayed behind to help clear it. Okay, alright. Now I can see why you chose red. Okay, now see. Let me give you the explanation. Okay, unique urchin, salute. Salute. So, Hakim stayed behind to help clear the mess. He did not create it. Okay, so the answer is although Hakim did not create the mess, he stayed behind to help clear it. Okay, so why I think red just now is wrong because did not is already in the past tense. So the the verb shouldn't be in past tense. Okay, green is broken English. Yes, correct. Okay, and then if I'm not mistaken, one of the colors, okay, although Hakim did not create the mess, but he stayed behind to clear it. Okay, so remember you cannot use although and but in the same sentence because they are both conjunctions and they serve the same purpose. So if you put although and but in the same sentence, it's going to defeat the purpose. Okay, it's a redundant sentence. Okay, now moving on to the third question. This is direct speech to reported speech. This one can be confusing to me as well because we need to change so many things like pronouns. You see, I'm giving you the hint. Like pronouns, the expression of time. Which one? Thank you so much, Karen. I like how you identify which one is which. Thank you so much for the 13K love or likes. Okay, another 20 more seconds. I'm not sure whether you can change your answer after you have clicked on the color. Okay, so it's, like 7 of you chose the correct one, which is green, and then 7 of you chose blue. Okay, why blue is wrong? Mr. Haziq reminded us to meet him at the library. So, I forgot to mention to you the hint. Okay, other than pronounce, you have to change the sentence structure as well. Okay, you see. Oh my god, unique urchin and creative scorpion. Even funny jaguar. Okay, so why blue? I think blue is wrong is because you are to meet. Okay, you have to change to we were because you are is in the present tense. You have to change it to past tense. Okay, me, of course, me is referring to Mr. Haziq. Okay, so you have to change the pronouns to him. Okay, and then what else? You are to meet me at the library during recess today. So today is the expression of time. So you cannot use today anymore when you change direct speech to reported speech. Okay, you have to change it to that day. Same goes to like yesterday. Yesterday you change to what? For yesterday, what what do you need to change yesterday to? From direct speech to indirect or reported speech. Correct, Karen. So yesterday is the day before. Oh, yes, correct. 1 in a million. The previous day. Okay, other than that, now you have to change to then. Okay. Wait, hold on. Can I move the... Okay. Go back to the slide. Mr. Hazid, remind... Okay. Just now I mentioned to you, right? So, to meet me. Okay? So, to meet me, you have to change... Okay, it's the same. So, you have to change the pronouns. You are to we were. Okay? Which is the sentence structure. Right? Now, moving on to question number 4. So, it's still reported speech. Okay, so direct speech, you change to reported speech. But Trisha said, Farisha went to London last year. Can you remember? You have to change the expression of time. You have to change the tense. So went to is past tense. So you have to change it to... By the way, I take it as a compliment. I'm not 19 years old. We have another 20 more seconds. Okay. When you look at it, when you look at the expression of time, that one color is straight up wrong. No, who answered yellow? You see, last year. So you have to change the expression of time last year. You cannot use last year anymore when you change direct to reported speech. Okay, so yellow is definitely wrong because it repeats the last year again. Okay, it's actually red. Okay, but Trisha said that Farisha had gone to London the previous year. Why blue is wrong? Because went to is the same tense. Okay? Creative Scorpion, what happened? It must be a confusing one. Yeah? Yeah, like I mentioned. So went to past tense, you need to change it to past perfect tense. Okay, last year you change it to previous year. 5 more questions and I'm 9th place. It's okay. We still have more weeks to go. Okay, I do have lots of questions to go through with you. Okay, last but not least, I think this is the easiest one. Please don't get it wrong. Hanisa did not want anyone to hear her. She spoke softly. Remember, did not. The did not is already in the past tense form. So the verb cannot be in past tense. Guys, who am I? I think you are the Creative Scorpion. Am I right? Okay, 10 more seconds. I'm the creative... Oh, okay. Let's see. So the majority of you chose yellow and red. Okay, why red? You see, I've already mentioned it to you. Okay, did not is already in the past tense, so the verb cannot be in past tense. Okay, so remember, did not want, not did not wanted. Okay, right? Okay, why yellow is the answer? Because yellow is my favorite color. Okay, no lah. So Hanisa spoke softly as she did not want anyone to hear her. Okay, so as here refers to give a reason. Okay, she spoke softly because she did not want anyone to hear her. Maybe she want to spill some tea. We do not know because we cannot hear her. Okay, how many more questions? Oh, this is the end of it. Okay, so this is question 5. All right, so I can see that, you are enjoying this session. Okay? Are you feeling better right now? Those who mentioned that you're feeling stressed, it's okay. It's okay. We still have like many more weeks to go. It's gonna be the same time, 6 to 7 every Thursday. But for next week onwards, we are going to be live on Master English TikTok account. Okay? Because right now we're using MasterMaths account. Right? Okay, so what's next? Thank you so much everyone for joining in. Okay, this is my very first live session. I'm Coach Iza. I really appreciate that you stick with me throughout the entire live session. Okay, let's see who are on the podium. So with 12,000 points, Captain Eagle. And number 2, what happened? Number 2, Unique Urchin. Funny Jaguar. Wow. Towards the end. Okay, congratulations, Funny Jaguar. Okay, let me go back to the... Wait, hold on. I'm going to skip it. How am I going to go back to the QR code? Oh no! I'm so sorry. I'm not a very techie person. I should be... Wait, hold on. I should be asking Funny Jaguar to screenshot or to scan the QR code. Let me ask my colleague to help me. Because if we were going to play it again, it's gonna be time consuming. Wait, hold on, let me check. Oh no, or maybe Funny Jaguar, can you like message us in this TikTok account so that you can get or you can claim your voucher? I'm so sorry, that is my bad. Okay, Funny Jaguar, take note. Whoever you are, do DM our account or even go to our Instagram account. We have Master Math, we have Master English, Master Science Instagram account. You can DM at any accounts. Okay, just mention that you are Funny Jaguar, you are the winner of Master English first live session, and we'll give you the QR code, okay, for you to fill in the form. Alright, thank you so much everyone again, okay, for joining in with me. Okay, remember from next week onwards, we are going to be doing our live session in our, what do we call it, TikTok account, Master English TikTok account. Okay, and don't forget to follow. Don't forget to follow the account. Alright, thank you for attending, BB. Alright. Bye. See you next week, same time, same day.